And so the goal for me, I think at this age, number one, is to combat aging as much as possible, even though aging is a gift.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Intense Show podcast. Today we have a very special guest with us. Her name is Robin, and she has been a very ardent supporter of the Intense Oud perfume business since long. She's a customer experience manager and a perfume lover slash content creator of sorts. So join me in welcoming her. Roll the intro.
I had put on these, I was getting ready and I was like not liking the length of my hair. And finally I was like, all right, I need to put on some long earrings. That's it. And it
Yeah.
finally like set it off because this is just kind of bedhead from
Yeah.
because I let it go curly and whatever. Because yesterday they gave me like the Dora, and I'm like, and I'm like, as cool as this guy is, right? That
Yeah.
downtown, I'm like, why'd you give me the Dora? Walking out the door.
Yeah.
I should have been straighter or whatever, or
Yeah.
curly, right?
Yeah.
Or wavy, whatever. So I woke up this morning and I'm like, okay, it's a little wavier, it's a little funkier, it's a little jazzier, whatever.
Yeah.
Then when I was walking out, I was like, I really think I need to put some earrings on. And I was like, luckily I walk because my nephew lives with us and he
Right.
walks, he like steals everything all the time. And so I like walked out, or I luckily looked in my drawer and I'm like, there's some that come below my hair.
Right.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so much interesting, like all these accessories and the hair and the makeup. Like, I feel lucky that I'm a woman because there's so much that I can play around with myself.
It's fun.
Boys are like just, the max they can do is like, set their hair or maybe like put on some watch or something.
Yeah, right.
But
Anything.
I love being a woman like that.
Me too, because you can do anything anytime, ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want to change up your hair, if you want to change up your makeup, I mean, it's not hard to do one day just to do that. So
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
I have to agree with you there.
Yeah.
It's not just about the fragrances at that point, right?
Exactly. It's like fragrances are an add-on, but like it's so many
The final
other things.
touch.
The final touch.
I
Yeah.
totally agree.
So Robin, what's new these days? Like
my
it's been
gosh.
a while
It has
since
been a
I saw
while.
you at
A couple
Intense
months
Mood.
at least,
Yeah.
right? 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I have been, I finally am working a consultant job.
Okay.
And I am working in events for a pretty large company that has a customer innovation center.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm managing everything that happens in the customer innovation center. So it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. I
Right.
get to meet lots of different new people every day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, definitely sounds a lot of work. Maybe that's why we haven't been seeing you
that
around
is
because
exactly why you haven't seen me, because
Yeah.
I've been trying to take it easy on the weekends.
Yeah, definitely. So, like, how have you been recharging yourself after like a hectic week at work? And I mean, like, what are you usually doing in your me time?
I try to, on the weekends I have my 4.5-year-old nephew who
Oh,
I think,
okay.
has a little bit of autism or something like that. And so I try to spend, I have to spend time with him. But also my daughter has been coming to our house. She's 19. And so
Right.
she's been coming to our house, spending a lot more time with us because he's living there with us right now.
Right.
And so it's been helpful, but it's also been really nice just to have the two of them around and be loved on a little bit while I'm,
Yeah.
trying to recharge at home. And it's helpful because if I'm laying down or I'm, just tired, one of them will get it and be like, do you want me to bring you something? Do you want me to, are you
Aw.
hungry? Are you thirsty? And it's really nice. So
Yeah, that's so sweet of them.
Mhm.
Like, it's usually like kids see their parents or like elders in the family taking care of themselves and then they grow up to be these caring people. So that's like so sweet of them.
luckily
actually.
I have got that because, sometimes they do and sometimes they don't,
Yeah.
and in our society here, sometimes people are just like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah.
See you later. And I'm lucky enough to have, a family, my child and some, another child, right, who just really care.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty fortunate in that arena.
That's so good.
Thank you.
So I was just wondering, like, we've met quite a few times, and like I know how much of a big perfume lover you are.
Yeah.
And like I am just so curious whenever I meet people because before working here, I was not into like I was into perfumes, but not that much into perfumes. And then after working here, I realized that there's so much more to just something that smells nice. There's like, lots of science behind perfumery as well.
Sure.
Like, the notes, the longevity, the heat areas where you should put it on, stuff like that. And this is something that I'm curious about, and I ask everyone. So what made you a perfume enthusiast? Have you always been into fragrances, or like there was some sort of like, you just started a few years back or what?
No, I have always been, and I'll tell you a couple of things. So I just, for some reason, always liked it. Like I even liked the bathroom spray, right? And I would spray it around the house and things like that. And when I was a kid, remember the Glade, the Glade plugins you could buy at the store. They're still there, right?
Yeah.
And now everyone has them, right? Bath and Body Works, everyone else. The first one that came out was this Hawaiian something or other and a Glade plugin. And I got that and I plugged that in my room, and that was like the best thing in the world, that I could smell this all the time. And I think that is the moment that I was like, that's it. I'm a frag head, no matter what it is. If it's my house, if it's me, if it's whatever. Right. And then I had my first boyfriend bought me a bottle of Obsession.
Oh, okay.
And after that, then he bought me a bottle of Poison, and then bought me a bottle of, I think it was Eternity for Her or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it was just from there I just developed it, and then I worked in retail for a couple of years. Okay. And I knew which fragrances I didn't like from working at one particular retail outlet.
Oh, okay.
But then I went to another retail outlet where they had the really nice beauty counters and things like that.
Right.
And I was invited to work for Lancome.
Oh, okay.
And so I went to work for Lancome.
Wow, I didn't know that about you.
Yes, I did. I worked for Lancome. And I think there, not only did I hone my skills with the makeup artistry we've talked about before, but also with the fragrance just blew up and exploded. And I remember it wasn't Lancome at first that I really got into and purchased. It was actually Sunflowers from Elizabeth Arden.
Oh, okay.
But my Lancome bay was next to the fragrance bay.
Right.
So I got to smell all of them. And I remember back then it was like a real big one was Cashmere by Chopard, which is that real heavier vanilla.
Right.
And then Tresor came out while I was working there. And so I got into Tresor, and then Pleasures came out for Estee Lauder, and I got into that. So then it was just snowballed from there.
Yeah, there was like no stopping from
No,
there.
not at all. In fact, I remember moving down here. I think it was, I won't say when it was, but it was in the 90s.
Oh,
and
okay.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I went to Neiman Marcus, and I found an Escada fragrance that I really liked. And then that was a gift. And then that was it.
Right.
Once I had that Escada, which maybe a lot of people don't know, but Escada used to be a really high-end designer before they were the designer passed away and it was sold and whatever.
Yeah.
They weren't just a fruity fragrance maker. They were actually a real fragrance maker, right?
Yeah.
And, perfumier or whatever you call them, right? And so that just, when I got that first one from Neiman's, I was like, that was it.
Yeah. So these fragrance houses, obviously they're like from here, or like, they sound like very Occidental. So like, I'm curious, how did you end up coming across, getting introduced to Arabian fragrances? Like, how has that journey been like?
So when I have a girlfriend, and she was going back home to Pakistan.
Oh, okay.
And I said, ooh, do you have like the big fragrance houses and things there? And she's like, I don't know. I'm going to be in a different area. And I was like, let me know.
Okay.
And she brought me back this little dram of oil.
Okay.
I don't really.
The perfume one.
Perfume oil. And it wasn't oud or anything like that. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
And it smelled really good. And I'm like, wow, this smells really good, And so then I think like it was before the sort of where it became very popular here. The Arab fragrances became very popular here.
Right.
I had friends in between this time, like my mom had some students that she was like looking after and things like that from different places, Egypt and Pakistan and all different places, Saudi Arabia, whatever.
Right.
And I was like, they were into a lot of our fragrances, but I was like, I want to be into your fragrances.
Your fragrance, right.
So who I call my Egyptian sister, Huwaida, is obviously from Egypt. She, I thought always smelled good. And
Yeah.
a lot of hers were Arab fragrances, number one.
Right.
And then it just got me curious.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing that I did was the first thing I could find
Mm.
before there was a big wave of Arab fragrances
Right,
here was I found some bathroom spray. And I think it's from like Latafa or one of them has like bathroom spray line or something.
Yeah.
And it smelled so good. Like I was like, I want to wear this on my body.
Oh.
So I really started to do a lot of research, and that's how I found Intense Oud.
Oh, okay.
So I actually had purchased, I think, Dalel from you guys here before I even got into anything else anywhere else, like Amazon or you know, any of the other houses purchasing from.
Right.
I had purchased from you.
Yeah, that's so interesting. And to realize that, I mean, Intense Oud has been here in business for like 5+ years, but to think that you had exposure to Middle Eastern and like Pakistani fragrances long before that. Yep. And you're right. Like, I think there has been a wave of Arabian fragrances. Like, people are just discovering it. But I feel like, how do you feel about, there's this conversation that we often see on our you know, socials and all, that some people are like, oh my god, gatekeep this, I don't want everyone to be smelling like me. So how do you feel about gatekeeping, and especially gatekeeping Middle Eastern and Pakistani fragrances?
So I understand why, because there are things, I'm not a gatekeeper, right? Okay, I share everything, but I understand culturally why someone might want to gatekeep something and keep it a beautiful part of their culture, right? Because, you know, even with like, you know, I don't want to get too political, but as an example, gentrification, right, of the areas in cities like we live in Chicago, you know, the gentrification tends to ruin that culture. And so there has to be a balance, right, of where you just say, okay, maybe I don't know how you say enough is enough, but how people still respect that's part of your culture.
Like, not
does that make sense?
Not try to like completely change it
or duplicate it.
Duplicate it.
Let the Arab fragrances still be Arab fragrances.
And you can appreciate as a non-Arab, or like
totally agree,
as a Western person, or as an American, I guess.
Because I think the Arabs I know, quite frankly, wear a lot of the designer fragrances we wear, right? But so, you know, having an appreciation for the culture, I think, is where it comes in.
Right. Really. That's such an interesting thought. And like, sometimes I do debate this myself, like whether we should be gatekeeping these Arabian fragrances, or we should be like, but you're right. Like, as long as people have the appreciation with respect and like not ruin the cultural aspects of it, I feel like that's a healthy balance between, like, you know, liking something, appreciating it, and like, you know,
like work with it, not against it.
Exactly.
Totally agree.
That's so good. I also remember one more thing, and I wanted to touch up upon this in our podcast. So I remember at the perfume swap party we had like a few months ago, and we had you over. I don't know how it went, like what the conversation in the room was going on, where we were talking about dating.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, dating and fragrances. I've been on a few first dates, and fragrances are such, like, those are the things that you notice the first. It's like the fragrance, the way a guy presents himself, the way he treats you on the first date. So like, what suggestions do you have for people who are into dating, and what fragrance suggestions you would give to them?
Okay, so number one, don't wear Sauvage.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Dior. No, but really, it's a fine fragrance. It's just overworn at this point. You know, a lot of guys think it's their pimp juice or something. I don't, whatever you call it these days. But no, really. I personally don't like to date men that don't wear fragrances, just because it's my thing.
Yeah, definitely. He has to smell good.
Yeah, right. He has to smell good. And if he can't, like, for some reason, if he's allergic or something like that, I can understand. But like, if there's no excuse other than I'm just being lazy or something, I'll buy it for them. I'm gonna be honest. And if they don't wear it, I get a little annoyed.
Yeah.
Because I think that's always putting your best foot forward. And I'm not saying they have to bathe in it. Like I'm an oversprayer probably, but like just wear something so I can smell it and so I can think about, because it's sexy to me, right?
Yeah.
Like
You
I don't know
want
what
to be
else
in
to
the
say.
scent bubble.
Yeah. It's sexy, and I don't think people realize how sexy things like that are. And like, you know, there's certain things that, you know, if your partner thinks that something like that's really sexy, in my opinion, you should do it.
Yeah. Like,
right? Period. Like there's no like no option to me if it's not something that's really gonna make you sick.
Yeah.
Or something like I don't, that probably sounded really bad, but like, you know, if someone likes a certain kind of shoes.
Yeah.
And I had every means to wear those shoes, I would do that.
You would do that.
Right?
It's like a part of making an effort.
It's making an effort. If I do all this makeup and do all these clothes and do it, I just, it's not, a toothbrush is not hard.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the bare minimum, I guess. That's
I think
what.
so. Like, come on, man. You know, right? You're already in a t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah.
Like, I think you can put on a little clothes.
Yeah, definitely. And what are some of the fragrances that you, or maybe like, what's the kind of scent DNA you would pick if you're maybe going out on a first date or something? You haven't
Myself?
met, you haven't met this person. This is the first impression you're making. So
interesting. So they always, you know, when you read the magazines and stuff, they always say that, you know, men like vanilla. Right. But I think that sometimes you can go overboard on the cloyingly sweet vanilla. And I'm not sure that gourmand vanilla is necessarily the way to go.
On a first date.
On a first date. I think you need to vanilla, but maybe it's a vanilla bourbon. Maybe it's a vanilla, you know, with a powder, like a powdery vanilla. Maybe it's, you know, it just has vanilla in the DNA, but it's not quite, you know, literal.
Right.
Sweet, sugar cookie vanilla type of thing, right?
Yeah.
I probably would go that direction. Although I do have some fragrances that I would not wear. Like I wouldn't wear vanilla if it was 90 degrees outside, right?
Right, of course.
So, you know, I think that there are some safe, you know, like I have, what's the Bright Crystal Absolute as an example, which a lot of women tend to like for their daytime, but I notice a lot of men really like to do that too, too. Right. One thing I don't like in the DNA personally is the watery, aquatic scent is not for me.
For yourself or like
for myself, because it reminds me, like I wouldn't wear it on a first date or something, because it reminds me of a little masculine, number one. Number two, it reminds me of like bathroom spray. And that's probably from my experience as a child in our house, right? But they don't do it for me, you know? I will say though that like for men, if I were to pick a classic that I think is a safe bet for every man. It's been around forever. Right. And I think most women like it and still don't even know they like it is Acqua di Gio. Right. I have to say that I think that is one of the most classic fragrances. And that has a little aquatic, obviously it's aqua, right? Yeah. But I mean, other than that, like, I don't really care about the DNA of the fragrance for the man as long as it smells good, you know?
Yeah, that's so interesting. Also, I saw this conversation on a fragrance group the other day, and I was like, it resonated with me. I don't know about you. So there was this, he's a perfume enthusiast as well. His name is Tim. He is in Wisconsin, and he has been here at Intense Sooth as well. And he initiated this conversation on Fragrance Junkies, I think, our Facebook group.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he said that guys save the vanilla fragrances for future dates, first dates.
So they actually don't like them.
Yeah, like
what do they like? Floral?
I mean, no, he meant like for men. Oh. He was suggesting it to other men that women would not necessarily like you wearing a vanilla fragrance.
Because it reminds them of themselves.
Yeah. And then I guess like vanilla gets too cheesy on a man on a first date. So
I'll
it's
agree
like,
with that.
Yeah, he recommended something fresh and aquatic, kind of like Acqua di Gio and something fresh, maybe citrus, and then save the vanillas for later, like future dates. So would you like that on a man? Like maybe if the guy is wearing a citrus or maybe a fresh aquatic scent on the first date, and then down the line, Do you think vanilla scents are to be saved for like a fourth or fifth date kind of thing?
That's interesting. I think there's going to be a little bit of an age group factor here, and
Right.
I'm going to age myself a little bit, but that's
Mm-hmm.
okay. I think, and maybe there's a little bit of a cultural factor here too. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, but I like those softer,
Right.
really sexy fragrances on a man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really go for the aquatic ones as much. So
Oh,
like,
okay.
if it were like, what's the gosh, I can't think of it now, but there's a real aquatic one, and it's been popular for years, and I don't really go for it at all.
Right.
Is it but I think it's younger. It's the one Snoop Dogg was.
Is that the Invictus Aqua?
No, it's like from the 90s.
Oh, okay.
I can't think of it off the top of my head. But anyways, there's one that's big, and it's like everyone seems to like it and all this kind of stuff, whatever. And I've never liked it. Sorry, Snoop Dogg. But anyway, so I just that's not my thing. But if something's woodsy to me,
right.
I think that's a little more sexy. But again, I think that's because I'm a little older, right? Like if it were the citrusy thing and I were younger, I'd probably go for it because frankly, my boyfriend that I was with for a couple of years back in the day, he wore CK1 and I loved it. And it's citrusy and bergamoty and amazing, right? So, you know, I would say probably it's a little bit of an age related too, but that's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's okay.
I think we all change as we get older, and the fragrances we like definitely change.
Even like throughout the seasons, like during 1 year, even like my scent profile has changed so much. Like I like more gourmands for fall and winter time. I like more fruity, fresh florals in summertime. And then like lately I've been into scents with pink pepper or
I love pink pepper. Yeah, they're beautiful.
So
and you know, I think there's something to be said for that, but also I think that I think we do I think everyone tries to do, unless it's like a signature scent, right? Or whatever. Yeah. I think people definitely try to change their scents for the seasons, but like I'm thinking of like, we've talked about Arabian's Tonka in the past, Montal, as an example. And I can't imagine having worn that when I was like 25 or 22 or something like that. That would have been too much. Yeah. Then. Definitely. Because I talked about wearing sunflowers in CK1. So, but now at, 50, okay, I'm like, ooh, I like Arabian's Tonka. And I don't care if it's on me or him. It's beautiful. Yeah. So, as an example.
And I think, like, it's also because your environments are also changing. Sure. Because when you're, like, a younger person, you're probably going out more with your friends. You're like going to clubs and partying.
I was going to say the clubby scents like Juicy Couture and all that. Yeah. Fruity and cute and flirty and whatever. Yeah. And I think that definitely changes a little bit. I think depending upon where you are in life, for sure.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think so too.
That's such an interesting topic to touch down on, like, scents changing through personalities and stuff. There's this one really interesting conversation we had with another one of the podcasts that we were recording. And I kind of wanted to know from you as well that so some people wear scents according to their moods. But then we had a guest over and she told us that sometimes she wears a scent to get into a certain mood.
Oh, interesting.
So have you been like that?
No,
or like
I am moody when it comes to my scents, my fragrances, for sure. And I definitely, it depends what I'm going to be doing that day. It depends how I'm feeling. It depends on multiple factors. Right. I'll sometimes go through 3 or 4 bottles. Nah, I'm not wearing that today. Nope, definitely not today. Yeah. So I'm moody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't get me into a mood. It would not. It would probably make me more.
Yeah,
irritated.
You wear a scent. Yeah, you pick. It would
probably irritate me a little bit. Yeah, I think I definitely wear them to for how I wake up that day.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
That's so interesting. And Robin, one more question that I had for you. So I know this is a very subjective thing. Everyone has their own concepts about it. Everyone's struggling, and it's an evolving thing. But what is your definition of beauty?
Mm.
Like, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Or, like, how would you define beauty
Mm-hmm.
if you were asked about something that's
Sure.
beautiful for you?
Well, this has definitely changed, morphed, and whatever over the years because when I was in my 20s, I would say beauty was definitely external, right? And trying to be what, a man or somebody that I find that I wanted to be with or found attractive or whatever would think was attractive for me.
Right.
And you may or may not know this. I'm not sure if we've discussed this, but I have an autoimmune disease that I actually struggle quite a bit with.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I do. And I will tell you that now at this age, kind of coming out of the end of what has shaped a large portion of my life.
Right.
And being on this path of feeling better
Right.
because I know what to do now is beauty is definitely not what somebody else wants you to be.
Right.
It's number one, what I want to be.
Yeah.
But also, I think health is beauty.
Health
right?
is beauty. Yeah,
because you can see on someone's just skin. I mean, even as an esthetician, having gone to aesthetic school, right?
Yeah.
You can see on someone's skin, on someone's nails, on someone, whatever, you can see their health, right?
Yeah.
And so the goal for me, I think at this age, number one, is to combat aging as much as possible, even though aging is a gift.
Yeah.
I will say
a part
that.
of
Aging
the
is a
human
gift.
experience. Yeah.
It's not something that I personally just someone like, oh, great, give me some wrinkles. I mean, some people like that. They're like, yes, give me the wisdom, give me whatever.
Yeah.
But I say that to say that for me, the health and looking healthy and seeming healthy is much more beautiful to me, I would say, at this juncture than anything else.
Right. And thank you so much for sharing.
Sure.
I mean, I honestly did not know about that. And it's quite brave about, people coming out about their things that they struggled with.
That's right.
And this is just so profound that health is indeed beauty because unless you're not okay on the inside, it kind of shows on the outside, right?
It does. Like, I mean, when I was younger, I struggled with bulimia and for many years. And yeah, sure, I was thinner, but I was never skinny.
Yeah.
Because you're still doing things that, taking in a lot of calories and whatever. Yeah. But you're more of like a fit type looking person.
Right.
And I was never going to be really thin and healthy looking doing that for many, many reasons.
Right.
And, I think a lot of women struggle with those kind of identity issues, right? And body, what is dysmorphia? What
body
is
dysmorphia.
Dysmorphia. And I just, it's, now being my age and having gone through so much,
right,
and seeing younger women go through the same thing, it makes it makes me a little sad, but at the same time, I'm looking at this new generation,
right,
and I'm going, they don't care anymore.
That's so true.
And I think that is a beautiful thing, where they're like, so what if I'm thin? So what if I'm heavy? So what if I'm this or that? So what if I'm blonde? So what if I'm dark haired? So what if I'm whatever?
Yeah.
I'm me and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And that is such a beautiful, empowering thing that I wish had been,
when we were younger. Yeah. That's so true. Like, I am not Gen Z per se, but when I see the fearlessness of Gen Z and especially like their I personally feel like Gen Z does not have as much issues with body positivity as us millennials had. But like it's very interesting and very profound to see them. And I mean, sometimes I do wish, and it's so interesting that you mentioned bulimia because I also kind of like struggled with sort of eating disorders. Like sometimes when I'm stressed, I binge eat. Sometimes when I am stressed, I stop eating. And a part of me feels very guilty about the binge eating. So I spend like longer hours in the gym killing myself, which is also again not healthy.
Not healthy,
you gotta respect your body and progress gradually.
Yep.
And I also didn't know about bulimia, and it's like I was watching The Crown, the Netflix show about the
Yeah.
British royal family.
Yeah.
And I think it was season 5 or the last season where they showed Princess Diana's life. And like, to think that someone so externally beautiful and the
Mhm.
most photographed women of the world, and she also struggled with some eating
But that's why.
disorders. That's why, exactly.
The more
right?
pressure you have on you to be a certain way,
Yeah.
the more you'll be that way. I
Yeah.
mean, you'll do things to be that way. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I mean, it's still, you know, I take medications to be well now,
Yeah.
right? And some of them, they all cause
Yeah.
weight gain, as an
Yeah.
example. So, you know, what I would have looked like at 22 is not what I look like now.
Yeah.
Okay. But at the same time, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with me because you know what? I know that I'm healthier now than I was then.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
That's such a good takeaway, I guess. Like,
Mhm.
I hope our audience really likes this sort of lesson or messaging that
I hope so too. I hope so too.
yeah.
Because we're all human, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
regardless of the fact that we're a frag head and this is our hobby and this is whatever, like at the end of the day, we're still humans and we still
Yeah.
have likes and dislikes and,
Mhm.
you know, things that make us happy and sad and all that kind of stuff. But this brings us, luckily, we have this to bring us together.
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
So I think it's about time for our last segment
Okay.
of the show. And I'm enjoying this conversation so much that I didn't really want to end this, but I guess like we all love perfumes.
Yes, we
and
do.
I cannot wait for you to try out some of the fragrances.
Oh, cool.
So I have
Oh, what a
some
pretty bottle.
fragrances here.
Okay.
Some of them you might be familiar with, some of them not.
Okay.
Okay. So we've got these.
Okay.
And then, oops.
Well, that's a cool bottle.
Yeah.
Pretty
it's a pretty-
bottle.
It looks like almost like a wallet or something. Very chic, very feminine.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, that looks fresh.
Right. And then I got some blotting papers for us as well.
Okay.
Okay, I think let's start from here. So
Okay.
I've got Legacy Eau de Parfum by Armaf right here. This is a pretty bottle. I accidentally broke it a bit. It's supposed to be like this, but I kind of
Oh,
broke
and it can't, the top came off.
Yeah,
Oh, bummer.
but I guess it's fine. No one will notice, I hope. Unless this podcast comes out. Like, I think I should be good until then.
Right,
April
right,
should
right.
be fine with me. She's the sweetest.
Okay,
So-
Legacy.
Yeah, so let's try Legacy.
Okay. Mm. That's pretty. It's
Oh, I almost forgot to tell. So if you like a fragrance, you're gonna say
Oh.
ring me up.
okay.
And if you don't like it, you're gonna say pass. Ring me up is like
Okay.
you could go home with this.
I could go home with,
fragrance.
okay, ring me up or pass.
Okay.
What are the notes in this one? Is there lavender in this one?
Yeah.
Lavender.
There's definitely lavender. There's white florals like
I can smell the white
tuberose.
floor. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the musk and sandalwood
Yeah.
base is there, light and airy.
It's light. Okay, so should I describe it too first?
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
So let's describe this one. So this is a very light, but not light like it would be a skin scent and it would wear off. It's not like that. It's light. It's definitely airy. It's fresh, but maybe a little woody. Not woody though. Not like oud.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Sandalwood or
yeah, or like and like just kind of like you're outside, maybe walking through a meadow or something like that,
Yeah.
right?
kind of green.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are my options?
Ring me up or pass. Would you go home with this scent or you'll pass?
I would probably pass on this one.
Okay.
Only because the lavender note to me
Mm-hmm.
comes off a little masculine for me. Now,
Oh,
do I
okay.
think people who like the lavender note would like this? I think they would love it.
Oh, okay.
But for me, yeah. trying to get that dry down. I just think for me, I would probably pass. But again,
Okay.
it's a beautiful fragrance. Like I
Yeah.
don't have, there's nothing repulsive about it to me. I mean, it's very beautiful.
Right.
Okay.
Interesting that you mentioned the lavender. So people who like lavender fragrances take note. Okay. This one's called Oud Noir,
Mm,
and it's by Khadlaj. And I'm gonna pass this
okay.
on to you. So I'm gonna put this right here.
Mm, that's beautiful. It reminds me of the Arabian's Tonka, a Montal.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. It's like a creamier, it's not like tonic, but it's like a creamy oud.
Creamy oud, yeah.
Right?
There's like something about it. It's not like the oud is like sharp.
No,
And
it's not
anything.
sharp.
It's very
I was just
smooth.
going to say that it's very smooth. It's not sharp.
Yeah. And do you pick the rose in it?
I get the rose. That's beautiful. It reminds me of the Velvet Fantasy from Montal. When you get the rose through there,
Yeah.
I would ring me up.
Ring me up.
This one
for
is
that
a
one?
ring me up. I love it. But I would say definitely wear it in the winter.
Winter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. This is one of the new ones. It's called Nefertiti by Hamidi. So this collection, it's called the Legacy Collection, and they're all named after the Egyptian pharaohs' wives.
Nice.
So one of them is like Cleopatra, one of them is like Merneith.
Mm-hmm.
This is Nefertiti. So let's try.
It's beautiful.
Let's try this out.
And it's something I'm into. Egyptology is something I'm really interested
Uh-huh.
in. So this is good.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Oh my God, that smells good. Wow.
Wow. What do you pick in it?
Mmm. It's like a fruity, creamy. Is it butterscotchy caramel?
Butterscotchy, amber, and butterscotch.
But
Yeah.
what's the fruit element? This is beautiful.
I think it's the citrus notes, like mandarins and oranges.
Mm.
It's a bit orange citrus.
This is beautiful. This is a ring me up. Look,
Ring me up.
this is a ring me up, period. I can see wearing this at any time of the year, depending if it like at nighttime in the summer or
Yeah.
daytime in the winter.
Yeah, I think it's a year-round scent as well.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Mhm.
It's beautiful. Buy this one. This one for sure.
Okay. Perfect. And then I'm gonna.
That's a good for everyone too.
Yeah.
The oud is not for everyone. This would be more for just everyone in general. Yeah.
Perfect. So we've got Robin's recommendation on Nefertiti for sure.
Yes.
Okay, this one is Lahnal Worth. Okay. And let's spray this one for Robin.
Mhm.
Okay. When I first saw this, I was like, the bottle is a little underwhelming, but
It's underwhelming, but it's still pretty. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's got the roses and stuff on it.
yeah.
Ooh, this reminds me of something. What is this supposed to smell like?
So it's supposed to have like citrus notes like mandarin, tangerine, pineapple, bergamot.
Light blue?
Yeah. And it's got a hint of coconut. I don't know if
I was
going
going
to
to say,
coconut.
it's got some coconut in it, but it doesn't smell beachy. It smells like
Yeah.
a light blue
Yeah.
with coconut to it.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Mm-hmm. Do you think
That's
like
beautiful. And this would be a ring it up for me too for summer.
right.
And like going to the beach, or for me, like maybe even daytime. That's beautiful.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Okay, I saved this one for last because it's like a widely loved fragrance. It's called Club de Nuit Intense. And I mean, I don't know. Would you like to take a guess like what it smells like? I mean,
Based on the bottle, it looks like it would have oud in it, but I don't think it's going to. By the looks of the other bottles in that one, I think,
Okay.
yeah.
You think that there's oud in this?
I just by the bottle, I would
Yeah.
say so. It looks almost masculine.
Okay. Let's try this out.
This is beautiful. This smells like Delina Exclusive.
Really nice to
100%. It's
you.
rosy. It's beautiful. It's amazing. I love it. And I want to take
Yeah.
it home right now. This is not for the faint of heart. This is for a true rose lover. It's beautiful.
You love this?
I love it. It's beautiful. So what, 4 out of 5?
Yeah,
I think,
I
right? This is the
guess.
only one that I personally
You
wouldn't
would
take home.
pass. Yeah.
But this 4 out of 5, that's great.
Yeah. And I did add like a surprise element. I just wanted to feature new fragrances. Only I think this one is a bit older one. So I thought like you might have
I had
smelled
never
this.
smelled that one before. No,
Yeah.
never.
Yeah, that's great. Because like you've been here so often, I thought that, you might have smelled, but I
No.
tried to keep this as like latest and updated as possible. And I think we did pretty great. You liked 4.
Yeah, they're
And
beautiful.
yeah, and I think it depends on like the conversations you have with me and April at the Experience Center. We kind of like know our friends that okay, this is what Robin would probably like.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so. And
yeah.
this one, now that it's drying down, this is interesting. It smells like it's like, you know what this smells like? Eggnog.
Oh,
Like an eggnog. Like a fall. I changed my mind about this being year round. I think this is a fall fragrance.
Fall fragrance.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So lovely to have you here,
Thank
Robin.
you. Thank you for having me. It's been really fun.
Any last words you want to share with our audience? Any messages you want to give to fragrance lovers or just people in general?
Gosh, I think if you haven't gotten into fragrances because you find it intimidating, which I know that there are people who've never found what they feel is their signature fragrance. Number one, you don't have to have a signature fragrance.
Right.
You can have many.
Yeah.
Many fragrances that you like, and you can change them for your mood, like I said earlier. But also, I think that I don't think you should find it intimidating. If you go into someplace like, for instance, Neiman's, Saks, Bloomingdale, something like that. Neiman's and Saks, especially because of the exclusives, is why I'm saying those, right? Yeah. And you sit down. A lot of times the perfume reps are there, so they're really not trying to sell anything to you anyway. They just want to get the word out there. Yeah. Because they don't have to sell. They're already being paid, right? Yeah. So I think that's really important. And also coming someplace like this to Intense Oud and having this experience with you guys is the best thing for me. I didn't find it intimidating at all. It's really nice to come here.
Thank you so much.
Everyone's very friendly. You, April, everyone are very friendly. And I think that nobody should be intimidated by these, even if they're hearing that ouds are this, too much for people or whatever. I think at the end of the day, you will find an oud that works for you. And if you don't find an oud that works for you, you will find an Arab fragrance that definitely works for you, because they're not all oud. And I think that's something.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. And I think that's a fallacy too. I think people think that all of them have that oud, and they don't. Yeah. So
yeah, thank you so much.
That's the advice I would give.
And thank you so much for all your support throughout this time.
Absolutely.
And it was lovely having you over.
Thank you.
So this was Robin with us for yet another episode of The Intense Show. And catch you all next week with another amazing guest. Till then, I'm going to sign off.